24 hours, 2 students have died by suicide in Kota. 2 teens died by suicide in Kota on Sunday, taking this year's student suicide count at the coaching hub to 23, already the highest in the last 8 years. One of these students was a 17-year-old NEET aspirant who jumped to his death from the 6th floor of a coaching institute. The class 12 student hailed from Maharashtra's Latur district and had been staying with his grandparents, is what we know, for the last 3 years, as per the police details. It is an alarming trend with over 20 suicides in just 6 months. And with that, Rajasthan's Kota has actually seen a 60% rise in suicides since the COVID pandemic.
Absolutely. And you see, now the problem with Kota is that at a time it has a floating population of about 2 to 3 lakh students. Now, without even testing their aptitude, if they can pay the fees, the coaching institutes will admit them. Then it's not just about having an aptitude. Can they keep up with the rigors of coaching? It's a very high competition exam, very, very competitive. There are weekly tests. You don't get a Sunday off. Like you saw that today was the weekly test and 2 students have committed to suicide today because of that weekly test. One student, he finished the test, walked out of his classroom and unfortunately, I don't even feel, it's heartbreaking. He jumped off the 6th floor of a building. There's a CCTV footage of that. A young boy. And he was living here with his grandparents. So obviously somewhere his parents had, tried to provide a family structure for him. But look at the kind of pressure, the mental pressure on these children. Now all these children who are getting admitted to coaching institutes and living away from home, are they prepared to deal with the rigors of that? Obviously not. So there was a bill that had been proposed in the State Assembly to regulate coaching institutes, and the idea was that only students who have an aptitude for coaching should actually get admission here. But then the numbers would come down. So, it was not good business for Kota. So obviously that's the reason perhaps that bill has not come through. Now the administration has, very belatedly issued an instruction that there will be no tests. But the point is it's inherent in the system. These children are 15, 16, 17 years old. The boy who died in the morning was also studying for class 12 and preparing for the NEET exams. So obviously this kind of rigor of coaching is something young minds are not being able to cope with. And the point is that nobody seems to be doing anything about it. We report one statistic and then we move on. The administration comes up with some short-term measures and then, they also move on. But here are, families who are losing their children.